I could go tomorrow. You're not CBI. Bro, it's funny. Somebody DM'd me like 2 days ago. They was like, you look like you would be in CBI. I didn't know if I should take that as a compliment or I should take that as I look like some street dude. I didn't know how to respond, so I didn't. What y'all think of the new episode, though? I'm curious as to what everybody's thoughts were. I thought it was an okay episode. Thought it was kind of like a build-up episode. It was cool. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Yo, I fuck with your content, bro. You said contact, but I'm guessing you meant content. Appreciate you, motivational Zale. Hey, your profile picture, is that Kenpachi or am I tripping? I can't see it correctly, but I think that might be my guy Kenpachi Zeraki. Maybe I'm tripping. How you feel about D-Mac? I'm just enjoying D-Mac's character, to be honest. He's hella funny. Hey, he's getting to it. He's doing what he wants to do. So, I mean, we already knew Tommy was going to accept D-Mac into CBI because that scene they had at the end, like that was in the beginning of the trailer for the whole season. So we knew that was going to happen eventually. Yes, Kenpachi. That's my guy, bro. Kenpachi's one of my favorite characters in Bleach. In anime in general, for real, but definitely Bleach. Somebody said D-Mac is growing on me. I've always liked D-Mac's character. I just felt like they tried to make him too like crash out-ish. But he's becoming more likable now. He's becoming more likable. Yeah, we just didn't know when. Yeah, pretty much. Most of the stuff they show in the trailers are usually like in the first half of the season. So, yeah. D-Mac and Tariq are gonna have their own show. To be honest, I don't really want to see that. Like, I like D-Mac's character and everything, but like, I don't want a whole show about him. You feel me? Like, I think that's pushing it. Yo, this is the first time I caught you live. Welcome. Hey, what do you think about James? Who's James? Who the hell is James? Am I supposed to know who that is? Who's James? Force is actually good, man. I can't lie. Force is a good show. Like, I've always said, besides like the first season, Force is pretty good. It's just that first season was so like, just, I don't even know how to explain it. It just wasn't good. The writing wasn't good. Do you think D-Mac is a pack this season? Nah, I think D-Mac will survive. He's too popular. He's a fan favorite. He's not going nowhere. Ghost, bro. Man, if you're still thinking about Ghost in 2025, you need some help. Y'all need some help. Do you really think Tariq is going to pop up this season? I've made multiple videos about this, and you guys keep asking like the same question. Like, yeah, Tariq is going to pop up. Y'all just got to chill. Y'all got to be patient, bro. Like, Tariq's going to pop up. I guarantee y'all he's going to come. Just relax. You feel me? He's going to pop up. Y'all too thirsty, though. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to let Tariq pop up, bro. He gonna pull up. He finna pull up. He finna pull up. You want some fruity shit, not gonna lie. What? What? Man, you want some fruity shit for bringing that up, my nigga. Force gives OG vibes. I would say this season the Force is giving OG vibes for sure. I don't know about the first and second season, but this season has like a different energy to it. It's a lot more intense. I'm not sure how to really put my finger on it though. He need to go. Can't stand him. Who need to go? Yo, why does person keep sending me invites? Way more interesting. Yeah, I just think that the storylines around the characters in Force now are just better. Like Diamond's more interesting, Jannard's more interesting, Tommy's more interesting, everybody's more interesting. Outside of like Stacey Marks. Stacey Marks is killing the show for me. I'm sorry. She's just not doing it for me. I don't know if it's the actor or the character, but I just don't like Stacey. Her scenes, bro, her scenes, I be skipping that shit, bro. I be skipping that shit, bro. I be skipping that shit. Somebody said AKA Desi Banks. Will Jannard get popped? I don't know. It's 50-50 for me. I think Claudia Garner next week. Nah, too obvious. Like, the funny thing about Claudia, right, is she told Stacey, like, oh, if you get me out of jail, then you can use me as bait because Tommy's gonna try to kill me. But Tommy's not stupid. He already knows that she's working with the feds. And he knows that if he tries to go and kill her, like they're probably gonna try to bag him. So that plan is not gonna work. I just find Stacey as any other Fed in the past. Nah, but Stacey's character just isn't like a good character though. Like even the Feds we had in like the other, like Detective Howard, Cooper Sachs, Angela, Mike Sandoval, Greg Knox, like they were all interesting in their own way. The acting was really good. Stacey, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm not feeling it. Claudia teaming up with Tommy. I wouldn't be surprised if they started working together. Do not be surprised. Like all of these people that you think are just gonna die and get killed, like it usually doesn't go like that. I would not be surprised at all if Tommy worked with Claudia and then killed her. You know what I mean? So yeah. Shanti's gonna die soon. I hope so. I hope so. And at least 2 for recording Tommy. I think Tommy's gonna keep Elise around though. Now D-Mac back in CBI. What's next for D-Mac? I have no idea what's next for D-Mac, to be honest with y'all. Now that like he's in the game, I'm curious to see how Tommy's going to be like managing him and like what he uses D-Mac for, if he uses D-Mac at all. So I'm curious. It's gonna be interesting. Stacey is okay. You tripping? Nah, she's not, bro. I don't think she's a good actress. If I'm just being 100% honest, like I'm not intrigued by her. Now, it might not be the acting; it might just be the character. But she doesn't intrigue me at all. I'm not intrigued. What's your prediction for the next couple episodes? Well, all right. I already said this, but I think next episode there's going to be a major death, and that major death is going to be JP, and Jannard's going to be the one to do it. Calling it right now. Everybody watching. I'm calling it right now. So when it happens in the episode, you're like, "Oh shit! Remember, Mr. Power said that." I called it. Jannard is going to kill JP because King Kilo is not going to buy that bullshit that Jannard told him about saying it was one of the other dudes who killed him. Lock it in right now. Put 100 on the parlay. Jannard is going to kill JP, Tommy's brother. And that's going to start the beef between Tommy and CBI, and that's going to like break up the whole coalition thing. Because Diamond's obviously going to defend his brother, you know what I mean? Because Tommy's going to try to, you know, get revenge. Because Tommy's going to find out. So yeah, it's gonna be Jannard. I just know it's gonna be Jannard, bro. I just know it's gonna be Jannard. I just have a very good feeling. Now I don't think he's gonna relapse because I feel like if he was gonna relapse, he would have did that shit already. Some people were saying that. Um, but yeah, I think King Kilo is gonna press Jannard into killing JP for lying. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. So when y'all see Jannard kill JP, have a good laugh because most of us want JP gone. Just saying. And make sure y'all remember who told y'all. Who was Vic talking to? What do you mean, who was Vic talking to? I don't know why Diamond sent his stupid ass. I feel like the villains in this show have been so mid compared to Power. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, honestly, in this season, I made a video about this. There is no real villain in this season, though, right? Like, who's the villain that's terrorizing everybody this season, y'all? There isn't really one. Like, it's kind of just everybody versus everybody. I don't really think this season has a villain. Maybe you guys think of somebody. I don't know. I thought, I mean, you could say the Ortega dude is the villain, but not really because Miguel's technically a villain too. You know what I mean? It's iffy. Miguel not really a villain. He's just there. There's no real winners in Chicago. Bingo. He said it perfectly. Ramon. There's no real winners in Chicago. How you Claudia gonna affect? Yeah, I'm not sure what you meant by that, bro. Episode 5 definitely gonna go crazy, y'all. I think that's gonna have the internet talking. Claudia, but is Claudia a villain though? Like nobody's worried about Claudia. No one's thinking about her like, oh, she's a threat. Not really. Is Ortega feared? I mean, are you asking me or I can't really answer that. Tommy possibly leaving Chicago means he could be the one. He could be the one to take the biggest risk, biggest loss. I could see that. That's a good point. What did Tommy mean by terrorizing the devil? Himself or somebody else? I mean, I think he means Claudia. I mean, I feel like that was kind of self-explanatory. Claudia is the devil, and he's going to terrorize her. It's just, I don't think that there's much like that to look there. What do you think the next step will be for DMAC? Well, like Tommy kind of said, like DMAC is an amateur. He killed one dude, and then he kept the gun. Like, I'm sorry, I feel like any criminal would know. Like, if you kill someone, you should probably get rid of the murder weapon. So I feel like that's common sense for like anyone who commits a crime. Like, the fact that DMAC didn't think to do that is like very concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very savage and like he's down to do stuff, but he's not smart about how he does things, which I think Tommy can like teach him. So like, there's potential there. But the problem is like DMAC's too emotional. He acts off emotion and not logic, which is his main problem, which is something Tommy's actually gotten really good at in Force is like acting off of logic and not emotion, as opposed to like in the OG Power, he would be very much emotional. Now he's a lot more strategical, like his like my boy James St. Patrick. What up, bro? Big fan. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Claudia isn't gonna make it to episode 7, especially Elise. Yeah, that Elise girl, bro. waste of screen time, in my opinion. Like just complete and utter waste of screen time. I know she's part of Claudia's storyline, but like, stop showing us that bitch. Like, we don't want to see that bitch at least. Like, we don't want to see her, bro. They gotta cut her. You know who else had a lot of screen time this episode too? What's her name? Janar's bitch, Shanti. Shanti was just like, I'm not feeling Shanti, bro. I don't like Shanti. When Shanti first came onto the scene, like she was cool. Now she's like kind of like overbearing and too masculine, and she's showing her true colors, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Who's worse, nephew, D-Mac or Tariq? Well, what exactly? I don't know why people are comparing this, bro. You cannot compare D-Mac and Tariq. Tariq is not from the streets. He was corrupted into being in the streets. D-Mac is from the streets. Like you can't compare the two at all. You know what I mean? Like D-Mac had no real positive role models growing up. Tariq did. Tariq had every reason to not be in the game. D-Mac has had every reason to be in the game. There's zero comparison there. Zero. Like I see a bunch of people on the internet comparing D-Mac and Tariq. And I'm like, for what? Why? Why? Because they both have done dumb stuff? Yeah, they're both dumb teenagers. They do dumb shit now. Obviously, the degree of the dumb shit they're doing is a lot higher because it's TV. But like, Tariq was corrupted. Tariq was literally corrupted by a professional in Canaan. Who corrupted D-Mac? Who forced him to be in the streets? Nobody. D-Mac showed early on in the show that he's extremely intelligent. Like he could have gone to school. He could have been successful in another lane just off how good he was with the math and shit. So I don't like the comparison. D-Mac had no mom or dad. True. Well, we don't know anything about his family, to be honest. Outside of JP. Is there any possibility that anyone goes to Chicago from Ghost could die at the end? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think anyone from Ghost is coming to Chicago other than maybe Tariq. You name your reasons why D-Mac is a better character. I mean, well, saying someone's a better character is like, it's subjective to like your opinion though. You know what I mean? Like, because if you think someone's a better character, then you think that they're better written. And I like Tariq's character more still. I still like Tariq's character better. Because honestly, like in a sense, they're really written the same way. Like D-Mac is doing a bunch of shit. Eventually, the adults just let him be in the game because that's who he's become. It was the same thing with Tasha. Tariq kept wilding, so Tasha was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna let you in," and kind of like taught him. Tommy's doing the same thing. It's like they're setting up the same character but in different circumstances. D-Mac is just more likable to the fans because he's from the streets. You know what I mean? When someone is from an environment and they take shape of that environment, it's much more easy to accept what it is that they're doing versus someone who's not from that and is a fraud and is trying to like embody that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the people from high school who like were star athletes and now they're trapping. It's like you didn't have to do that, bro. Like you didn't have to be a drug dealer. You could have did something else. Which episode of Power made you hate Tasha? The first episode? Literally the first episode, bro. Episode 1. It didn't take much. It didn't take much. I think it's very important, like in TV shows, or not even just in TV shows, but like you should always ask like a female that you're dealing with, like what her mindset for the future is, and like see what she says. And if she gives a response of like vagueness and like, oh, like she doesn't see anything more for you than what you're doing at the current moment, you gotta get out of there. That's why, like, you could blame Tasha, but you really gotta blame Ghost. Because once my wife told me that she only sees me as a drug dealer and nothing more, I would just leave her. Bro kind of stayed and like ruined everything by cheating when you could have just left. Should have just left her ass. Um, Monet death still hurt me to this day. To be honest, I didn't really care about Monet's death. To be honest, I seen it coming. Like they kind of foreshadowed it, in my opinion. He deserved to die, so I didn't feel bad. Give us your opinion on the potential Tommy and Miguel team up. Um, I've been said Tommy and Miguel were going to team up. I think it's pretty obvious if you've watched some of the teasers and trailers from this season and kind of pieced them together. You can see that Miguel and Tommy are going to work together. Number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure Maria is pregnant, and they're going to reveal that at some point during the season, if not like the next episode. And if 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 Maria is pregnant, there's zero chance Miguel is going to try to kill Tommy at that point because like now Tommy's family, like he's family by blood at that point. So I think that will like make them come together. Um and yeah, I don't see Tommy and Miguel like killing each other and beefing long term. It just doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. As long as she's with Maria, he's with Maria, him and Miguel having beef just doesn't make sense. It's just smoke and mirrors, in my opinion. Exactly. She loved the lifestyle. Exactly. Exactly. If they love the lifestyle and not the man that provides the lifestyle, then you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why tricking culture is just kind of disgusting to me. Like when have you seen you little niggas like just throwing bread at women and you get surprised that like they only want you for that? Uh-uh. Can't do it. Maria does look pregnant. I wouldn't say she looks pregnant. Like I just think she is because it just makes sense for the storyline and where the storyline is going. And again, I've always said like Power is a predictable TV show. It's always been predictable and it's always going to be predictable. If you just pay attention to like a lot of the underlying stuff that goes on in the show, you can predict most of what's going to happen. You can predict all of it. It's pretty obvious. Forrest went from moving weight to settling scores. Hmm. Do you think Kanan killed Rock? Nah, nah. How do you think Tommy's story ends? Does he accomplish what he wants or dies? Well, I know his story doesn't end in Force. They've already confirmed like he's not going to die months ago, maybe even over a year ago when they said that shit. Um, I don't know how Tommy's story ends, to be honest. I couldn't even begin to like. I just see him getting like either growing old or getting killed or going to jail. Because like again, when you live that life, you don't really get out. And Tommy doesn't want to get out. He's been very adamant on like living and dying by the streets. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, so the whole Dolly storyline got forgotten about in season two. I think they just scrapped the whole Dolly storyline because it was so bad. Um, so yeah, I think that's really part of it. We know Kanan didn't kill Rock, but how do you see her story ending? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a great question. I don't have the answer though. You know what I mean? Because there's so many ways it can go. It's so confusing. Like, like we talk about this often online, but like the OG power, when Kanan says he's gonna go visit his mom, there's like a huge debate about like, is he going to visit her grave, or is he going to visit her like she's alive, or is he going to visit her in prison? So yeah, I don't know. I really hope Rock survives because I just love Patina Miller and she's great at the role, but I wouldn't be mad if she died. It would be realistic. Who says it ends? A lot of people think it ends, bro. A lot of people thinking that like Tommy's story. A lot of people think Tommy's gonna die this season for whatever reason. I guess they haven't been on the internet like seeing the interviews and shit like that. Um, but a lot of people think Tommy about to die, and I'm like, he's not gonna die. Tougher than the Teflon. All these hoes I stepped on. um, yo, what's good, Powers Five? What's good, my guy? It's been a minute, bro. How you living? How you living? Do you think Elisa Marie Proctor may show up in the final season of Force? I do think that is a possibility. I would love to see Elisa Marie's character. I thought she was a great actress. And I thought they kind of planted the seeds at the end of OG Power for her to pop back up. So if she doesn't pop back up, I'm gonna kind of be like, well, why did they add that in? But I hope she pops up. Now again, Gary Lennon, the showrunner of Force, he did say that multiple OG characters are gonna pop up this season. So do you think 50 Cent's eldest son watched his dad's TV shows? I don't know. Like, what the fuck kind of question is that, bro? Sometimes you'll be asking some shit that I'm just like, first of all, I don't care if 50 Cent son watches the TV shows, bro. Like that ain't got shit to do with me. I hope so, because he's missing out, but like whether he does or he doesn't does not affect me. Like I don't understand the nature of that question. What do you think Tommy's plan with Claudia is? I think he'll use Claudia to get closer to Ortega so we can get rid of him. That's just me. That seems like easy plug and play. Love your takes, but we're gonna chop it up soon. Hell yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to it. Getting you on the pod. Definitely want to chop it up about CBI in the season for sure. I look forward to it. Do you see Marvin surviving season 5? Hey man, I don't know. I love Marvin. Marvin is one of my favorite characters in the Power universe. Top 5 for sure. But he's just been a bad guy. He's done a lot of bad shit. So I'd be very surprised if Marvin survived. I love Marvin though. Like he's such a great actor. London Brown, his name is so talented, such a talented actor. I just don't see him making it out though. Like I don't know. I don't know. I hope he does because he's great. Um, but like, what's the point of him? Even if he did live, what's the point of him surviving if he doesn't show up in Origins? You know what I mean? If they don't plan on like using him again, they can just kill him off, or maybe send him to prison or some shit. Um, Apparently, Power Legacy is going to be filmed in London. Yeah, I don't really believe any of the shit that people say. To be honest with you, like until it gets confirmed by Stars or Deadline or one of these like credible media outlets, I don't believe nothing they say about these shows. You know, and I know a lot of people who are within that realm, so I tend to reach out and ask, and it's been pretty quiet when it comes to Power Legacy as of late. Last I heard, they was in the writers' room. That's all I've heard. I haven't heard anything, any other confirmations outside of that. Um, how would he use her to get close to Ortega when he knows she's cooperating with the feds? Well, I think that's kind of the way, right? I think Ortega's obviously going to try to reach out to Claudia and maybe make a deal or like try to get her, convince her to not snitch or testify. And if I'm being honest, bro, I don't really think Claudia is going to testify against Ortega. I think she just said that shit to like to get out of prison. Like y'all remember when Dre said that he was going to testify against Alicia Jimenez? He never did. It never happened. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to say what you need to say to get where you want to get to. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to follow through on what you said. We know in Power, like they lie a lot. They don't do anything to like get what they want. So I don't see Claudia testifying against the cartel. She knows full well if she tries to testify against the cartel, they're gonna kill her, and the feds cannot protect her. Like that's one thing I peeped Power too. Like when someone gets to testifying against someone on Power, to protect those people. Like, do y'all peep that? Like, the feds be like, "Oh, witness protection." Who's actually survived in witness protection outside of like Tasha? Nobody. Everybody else who gets witness protection gets killed. So we'll see what happens. That's just something that I peep for. Like Lauren. Oh, okay. Lauren's a good point. That's a good one. That's a good one. I forgot about Lauren. Yeah. True. I mean, but Lauren wasn't really testifying against nobody like dangerous or nothing. Like she was testifying against who? Against the Tigers or some shit. Like fuck, they gonna do? They ain't really gangster like that. The cartel is different. If there's one actor you would want to see in power that hasn't been in it yet, who would it be? Ooh, there's a lot. I've said this before. I would love to see Taraji P. Henson in power. I love Taraji P. Henson. She's a phenomenal actress. Um, I would love to see Damson Idris, who played Franklin in Snowfall. I would love to see him on power. Not even in like a drug role, but in something like completely opposite of like drugs. Like maybe as a lawyer or maybe as like a business person or political person, like something different that we haven't already seen him before. Because we know he can do like the gangster drug dealer or whatever. We've seen that already. I would love to see him in something different. Um, I would love to see. I don't know if you guys know who Daniel Kaluuya is. He was the dude who was in he was in Get Out. He starred in the Get Out movie. Great movie, by the way. I would love to see him in it. But like he's damn near like an A-lister. I don't know if they can get him. He would be very expensive. I'd love to see him. You know who I'd love to see in power also that would never be in that shit? Sandra Bullock, bro. I love Sandra Bullock. She's one of my favorite female actresses. I would love to see her in power in like a political type role, like Stacey Marks type role. I think she'd be great in that shit. Sandra Bullock is super dope. You guys, if you know, you know. Sandra Bullock is super dope. Um, I don't know. It depends because like if they're an A-lister, they're probably not going to get on power. So it just depends. But that's all I can think of for right now. Yeah, that's the only other names I could think of. Do you think Braden will show up? Nah, nah. Have you watched Welcome to Dairy? Yeah, bro. I tried to watch that shit, bro. I tried to watch the first episode and I didn't like it at all. I did not like it at all. I did not like it at all. I didn't like it. The trailer of episode 5 doesn't look crazy. Yeah, I mean they don't want to give too much up. It's very secluded. Have you watched Bel Air? Yeah, I'm already caught up on season 3 of Bel Air. I mean season 4. Um, uh, what else you live on? I'm live on Facebook right now. I'm live on Instagram right now and YouTube simultaneously. Um, well, Terrence Howard would be good. Terrence Howard would be good in anything. Terrence Howard is like one of those actors that can play any role, any movie, TV show, whatever. He's plug and play. He's just that talented. He's an easy fit. Rihanna should be in power. No. Nah, I don't see Rihanna being in power, if I'm being honest. Bel Air came back on fast. Yeah, this season of Bel Air has been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I've enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I've liked it. Um, hey man, when the episode dropping? Google it, bro. I like y'all stay asking questions. Just y'all ask the same questions every single week. Like how crazy is it? Every week people come in here and they're like, when is the episode drop? And I'm like, it drops at the same time it did last week. Like what do you think changed in the last week? Like it's nothing has changed. Did you like the movies? What movies are you referring to? What movies? Hmm. We both Cameroonian. Hey, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Cameroon, man. Shout out my homeland, man. Never forget where you come from. Um, why not Rihanna? I don't know. I just don't think Rihanna's a great actress. I don't think she's like. I don't think that's for her. I think like the business world is a better play for her. I don't really take Rihanna serious as an actress, if I'm being honest. Um, I'm him, Unc. Better ask about me. um, can't hear you. You might have to fix your audio because everybody else seems to be able to hear me. I think King Kilo will order Jannar to kill JP. It's crazy. I've literally said that like the last few weeks. I've been saying that. I've been saying Jannar is going to kill JP. I've been saying JP going to die. And once he popped up in this episode, I was like, yeah. The way him and D-Mac had like that little sentimental moment in conversation, I was like, yeah, they setting things up for JP to get killed. When JP gets a bunch of screen time next episode, just know it's just know he's gonna get smoked. King Kilo don't know JP though. And yeah, but it doesn't take long for him to find out. JP can easily press Jannard and be like, you got any family? You know what I mean? Like, it's that easy. Do you think Power Legacy will be based? I don't know if Power Legacy is going to be based, to be honest. I don't even like to like think about that shit because like there's no way to know. We just gotta wait and see what happens, and that's if the show even happens. Still, because it's still iffy. Who do you think should play Curtis St. Patrick in Origins? I don't know. That's a good question. These are questions I just don't have the answer to, bro. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff either, to be honest. Like, I don't think about casting and all of that stuff. That's Stars' job. Like, they usually do a good thing. Terrence Crawford and Camelot gonna have a rematch. For real? I thought Terrence Crawford was retiring, bro. Why is he fighting again? No. Why is he fighting again? I really hope we don't fight again. If I retire off that, like when, Canelo, he gonna fight Canelo again? For what though? He already beat him. For what? Maybe money, but it's like I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to risk that record and that like your career, bro. He beat Canelo his last fight. Like I would ride off into the sunset. I wouldn't even be trying to fight again. Are you looking forward to seeing what 50 and Cameron do with the paid in full shit? The paid in full shit sounds cool, but like I don't really want that to be honest. Like paid in full is a franchise I would like for them to just leave alone. Again, it goes back to what I said before with Hollywood, bro. They keep trying to like reboot stuff and remake stuff, and I hate that shit. Like, just be original. Go create some new shit. Like, Paid in Full is a classic. I don't want to see that shit redone. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. I would just like for that franchise to stay solo. You know, not everything needs a retelling or reimagining or a reboot or a spin-off. Some things should just be left as they are. That's just my opinion. There's probably a lot of people who would love to see that Paid in Full series or whatever, but I don't really care for that. Like I got what I got out of the Paid in Full movie, and I'm satisfied. I don't see a need for another project. I don't. I never thought like, oh, they should do a Paid in Full series. Never crossed my mind. Never thought they should do a second movie, sequel, prequel. Never. But they're gonna do what they want to do because they want to make money. So yeah. But the film only told so much. There's more stories and characters that can fit into the series. Yeah, but it doesn't mean they have to. You know what I mean? Like I understand what you're saying, bro, but I feel like certain stories like don't need to be expanded on. Like sometimes when you have a great film or a great project, like you just gotta leave it, bro. You know what I mean? That's the problem with the industry now is like people make great stuff and they want to continue it, and it's like you got to know when to stop. It's like It's like a TV show that keeps getting renewed, and it's like it's getting trash. You feel what I'm saying? Like certain shows don't need to keep going. Some shows need 3, 4 seasons, and they should be done. Some shows need 6, 7 seasons. But when you keep dragging it on, and you keep trying to like remake and retell the stories, I'm like, you know what I mean? We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Have you watched How to Get Away with Murder? I think I watched like the first couple seasons a few years ago, but I never finished it. I don't know. It just I got bored after like the third season. I wasn't really intrigued like that, to be honest. It was cool, but I wasn't like hooked on it like a lot of people were. I probably just waited too long to create a storyline. There's going to be loopholes. No, I think it'll be fine. Sasha Penn's a great writer and showrunner. He'll handle it. I'm not concerned about Power Origins at all. At all. Really? Yeah, I try. Yeah, I just wasn't into it. I love Viola Davis though. She's great. She's phenomenal. Um, but the show itself just didn't really have me hooked like that. Like it was good, but I wasn't like, oh, I have to keep watching this. And that's usually what happens with TV shows. Like if it's not to the point where like I feel like I have to keep watching, I just stop watching. You know, I'll stop really quick. The Master of Chaos about to go crazy in the second half of season 3. That's funny as shit. Who's your favorite female actress? Ooh, favorite? There's a lot of great female actresses out there. To just pick one, well, like I said before, I love Sandra Bullock. I think Sandra Bullock is super talented. I love Patina Miller. I think Patina Miller is super talented. Um, I love Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is super talented. Um, I'm trying to forget. I forget her name. Forget her name. She was in Black Panther. She I can't remember. Um, fuck. I'm having a brain fart. But there's a lot of great female actresses. I honestly think like bar for bar compares Angela Bassett. Boom, yeah, Angela Bassett, and I can't remember who else I'm thinking of. Shawty who was in Hunger Games. I can't remember her name. Uh, but yeah, she was great too. And I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, Emma Stone. Emma Stone is great. Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. That's what I meant. Thank you. Jennifer Lawrence is great. Um, Emily Blunt is a great actress. I like her too. Um, Natalie Portman back in the day, not so much anymore. Um, and I think that's for the most part, that's it. I mean, I said Viola Davis, right? I already said her. Yeah. And outside of that, that's where it kind of gets shaky for me. There's some other ones, but like they're more old school. Like Nicole Kidman, she's old school. Um, Emma Watson, she was great in Harry Potter, but I haven't really seen her in any projects like that since. So yeah, that's who I'll go with. Oh, and Amelia Clark. I can't forget Amelia Clark from Game of Thrones. She was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 actress for sure. For sure. Um, how's the episode? Didn't watch it yet. It's pretty good. Check it out. Who do you think is most likely to survive Diamond and Jannard? I think it's 50-50. I think they could both die. They could both live. Yeah. Uh, who's the worst actor in the Power universe? Uh, I don't really know. I've never really thought about that. I've never really thought about that, to be honest. I think everyone's done their part on Power. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really think of anyone in the Power universe who's been bad at acting. People say Zeke, but like Zeke was good. Like Zeke did great, in my opinion. Like I love Zeke. And I've seen interviews of the guy who played Zeke. His name is Daniel Bellany. He's not like anything like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like a very mature and laid back dude. He's actually like nothing like his character. Noma was terrible. I don't think Noma was a bad actress. I just think her character was just bad. I don't think she's bad. I think her character was just not. She just didn't have a good character. Um, Worst. It's hard to just pinpoint one person. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'd probably say Lala. Lala and OG Power was probably one of the ones. Who else am I thinking of? I probably have to say Lala. Mhm. Lakeisha, yeah, Lakeisha, like Lakeisha. I'll say, yeah, Lakeisha just that's probably the only one. Like, even some people say Mary J. Blige, who played Monet, but like I like Mary J. Blige's performance. I thought she did really good. I feel like a lot of people just be kind of hating on the character, but I think like her acting wasn't bad. I just think the character writing was really bad, and they made her very like one noted. Um, but I thought Mary J was good. Lala was probably the worst. So I'll probably say Lala. I'll probably say Lala, especially because Lala plays the same she's same character in every show. You see Lala in The Shy, she's the same. If you see Lala in BMF, she's the same. Like Lala be the same in everything, bruh. Who's the best actor in the Power Universe? Omari Hardwick. Omari Hardwick for sure. Who is worse, Lala in Power or Carisha in BMF? Oh, definitely Carisha in BMF. I don't know what they was thinking. That's why BMF is a show I just didn't take very seriously because they just put anybody on that shit. Like Carisha was definitely the worst. A good chunk of that BMF cast was just terrible. Like that whole BMF cast was so whack, bro. Oh my god, that shit was so bad. That shit was so bad. That shit was so bad. How you feel about Kane acting? I love Woody McClain. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I think he's super talented, super dope, um, just super captivating. And I've said like I enjoy his character. I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Um, a lot of people want him to have his own show. I don't think that's necessary, and I don't think he wants that either, to be honest. Um, do you think 50 fell off with his pettiness? What do you mean by fell off with his? What does that mean? What does that mean? Where is Tariq in Powerful Force? He's not in the show right now. Like, why are you asking me? Mhm. He's not in the show right now. Just as simple as that. Like, what do you mean, where is Tariq? Am I his bodyguard? 50 is never gonna fall off. It's impossible. You can't like you can't work as hard as someone like 50 and not like be relevant. He's always doing some shit, bro. Every time you open up Instagram, 50 did something new. I just seen he bought a building in Shreveport, like like a few weeks ago, and he has a show filming in the UK right now called Fightland. Like, bro, he be working, and he got origins going in New Jersey right now. The 50 falling off is crazy. He does too much to fall off. Like, and he has brands and businesses that he's like building and stuff. So I don't think so. I don't think so. And I fuck with 50 heavy. Like he's such a great like entrepreneur. Like I've learned so much just from watching and studying 50 from like the outside looking in. Like he makes so many smart moves business wise. You can learn so much from that guy. And he's great at pivoting. But went from being a rapper to being like, you know what I mean? I mean, he's an internet troll. It should be beneath him with the moves he makes and how he's successful. See, again, if you think 50 is just an internet troll, then you don't understand the complexity of what he's doing. 50 is not a troll, he's a marketer. Whenever 50 trolls people on the internet, it's literally for a reason. He said this in his interviews. if you watch them. Like, I'll give you an example. 50 had a beef with Timmy, the guy who played Dre on Power. He was beefing with that man on Instagram or whatever, right? Come to find out, they wasn't really beefing. 50 was just trolling him to get views, to bring more attention towards Timmy, because Timmy was dropping a music album and a single, which happened to do really well, by the way, because of 50's antics and promotion tactics. Like, it's just promo. 50 understands that, like, negativity sells on social media. If you post a picture, a video about like how great your day is, nobody cares. If you post a video about how you got robbed and you went through this and you went through that, you're automatically going to get views. Why? Because social media thrives off negativity, and 50 understands this, which is why he just trolls people. You know what I mean? He just trolls. That's fair, but if you check his likes and most of his posts, it don't get that much engagement. Yeah, but who cares? People are watching. That's all social media like is about. People watch on social media. Like, who cares about his engagement? Like, who gives a fuck? I think 50 Cent is way above like caring about like likes and views. That shit don't matter. If I don't care about that shit, I doubt 50 Cent cares about that shit. He don't care. And it don't matter. Because again, people are still watching. Like, I know a ton of people who watch my content who don't like, follow me, or not subscribe, don't comment, nothing, but I know they're watching, so that's all I fucking need. Yeah, but you just said to promote views. Yeah, the promoting views means getting eyes. Engagement is a whole other thing. People don't necessarily have to engage in your content. They just got to see it. It's like they just got to be aware of it. It's like a call to action. You make people aware. Now, what they choose to do with that information after that, that's up to them. But like 50's reach is not any less than it was before. You know what I mean? You can't just look at the engagement like that shit don't matter. It's 50. Like it's 50, bro. I mean, yeah. But like I said, like that shit don't really matter in my opinion. What do you think Tommy will do to Claudia? I think you should just go watch my most recent video where I kind of talk about this. I don't want to keep explaining myself over and over. A lot of the questions that you guys ask, like, I answer in my content. And oh yeah, make sure you guys check out the YouTube as well. Follow your boy on YouTube at Mr. Power Universe. Follow your boy on Facebook. If you on Facebook, tap on me on there at Mr. Power Universe. Follow me on Instagram for the people who don't follow me on Instagram at Mr. Power Universe. And follow me on everything. Oh yeah, make sure y'all join the Discord too. Forgot to tell y'all about that. Make sure y'all join my Discord server. We be talking about the shows, movies, whatever, everything that's going on in the TV and film industry right now. We be tapped into that. So make sure you guys tap into that with me as well, because we be lit in there. And the link is in my website. Free to join. Anybody can join the Discord. And yeah, so when y'all watch the episodes or whatever, y'all can give y'all little takes, opinions, thoughts, theories, whatever, concerns, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, y'all should definitely tap into that. Join the Patreon as well if y'all want to support your boy. Would you love to see overseas power? Yeah, I've been saying that they should go international for a minute now, but I mean, I think what it comes down to is just like, what would it look like financially for them to film somewhere else? You know, Power is an expensive show to film, so it would have to make sense business-wise for them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would love it. I would love Power in the UK. We love Power in the UK over Top Boy any day. Yeah, I've never really rocked with Top Boy like that. A lot of people have been like, "Oh, you gotta watch Top Boy," and then I'm just like, I ain't really with it like that. What's up, Mr. Power? What up, J.O.s? What's happening? But yeah, Top Boy was mid. I tried it so many times. I just could never get into it, bruh. It just wasn't for me. But yeah, I'm about to hop off this joint. I didn't want to stay on here too long. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all about the episode, see what you guys thought of it, et cetera, et cetera. And stay tuned for the content. Your boy got some more videos dropping today, and obviously every other day this week because that's what I do. And like I said before, make sure you guys follow me on all platforms in case you're new here and you've never seen me before. Um, Definitely follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Same name on everything. Patreon. And I will catch you guys later. You dig? You dig?